of the Nigerian Licensed Ship Chandler Association and a certified management specialist of London Graduate School, London, in the United States, in the United Kingdom. A certified basic and advanced custodial technician from the Cleaning Management Institute in New York, United States of America, amongst many other accomplishments. Thank you so much for giving us this time, Coach Kelvin. We appreciate the fact that you have taken the time to be here, and we cannot wait to learn from your wealth of knowledge and of experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Don't know what your time may be. It might be afternoon, might be evening, or good day all. It's a pleasure to be here. I thank you, ID Global, for the opportunity. I'm glad that we have a medium to have conversations like this, encourage ourselves, and of course, impact in lives. So yes, again, I say thank you. I say welcome to our members. Thank you all for making our time. We recognize it's either your rest day or your busy schedule, but we're grateful that either ways you made yourself available. Thank you once again.
Oh, thank you so much for the words of gratitude. Technical, can we have the slides up so that we can have Coach Kelvin give us the teachings for today, share with us some knowledge. So he will be talking to us on how he best dealt with the cleaning business, how he became so successful in the cleaning business. So he's not just working in the cleaning business in Nigeria, different parts of the world. And as entrepreneurs, there's one key thing that makes an entrepreneur who they are, and it's nothing other than innovation. For those of us that have joined from the very, very beginning, you would always hear things like, we had explained what entrepreneur actually means. And we know that the key word there is the innovation. Most of the time when people say entrepreneur, they're always thinking, okay, it's just about the buying and the selling. But the distinctive thing there that takes you out of the crowd, or makes you different, or makes your business better, or makes the nation, the economy, better, is how we are able to innovate. How are you able to innovate? And this is something our guest speakers have always talked about. So Coach Kelvin, innovation in the cleaning consulting business. Tell us about it.
I will start by saying you cannot disregard the fact that life is about changes. Life is about innovation. Things continually improve. And trust me, you need to adjust to the tide. No matter what business you're doing, there is always room for improvement. The need to continually improve in what you're doing is something that cannot be overemphasized. I would equally say that it's imperative that you adjust to it and make the best of it. Innovation is continual. It's never, it's a continuous process. So you don't want to get involved with something and you become obsolete while at it. So it's imperative that when the new innovations come up, when the new modalities, when the when those changes, those modifications are right, you're not going to sleep. So it's important that you pick up from there. And for me, this particular situation, I basically saw the need for continuous improvement. So when a new innovation comes up, the next question is how you're going to adjust to it, how you're going to make it profitable, how it's going to satisfy your clients, depending on the kind of business you're doing. But whatever it is you're doing, if you're in the business of service, which of course you can even exclude products, satisfying your customers, satisfying your clients is your topmost priority. So whatever the new innovation may be, you need to position yourself in a way to show your clients how it will benefit them. And from the business end of it, you look at the prospects of making money out of it, but ultimately satisfying the clients. So perhaps you can go to the next slide, if you don't mind. What has been the biggest challenge you faced as an entrepreneur, and how did you overcome it? Biggest challenge I faced in my business is the fact that you're going to be facing people who will challenge what it is you're doing because either they don't believe in it, or they think you could do better, or they expect you to do better, or they see things from a different perspective. In this particular situation, I was a banker, and in my banking career, which was seemingly a success as it were, the difference was that in my case, I felt I just wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to do something that I could learn, whether even if it's for the next 3 years, but come out and be on my own. I knew I was not going to open a bank. So the next question is, what's that thing I can possibly do to be on my own? I want to determine my future. I want to be the person who decides what happens. I want to go to work when I want to go to work. I don't want to go to work when you want me to go to work. But if you're my client and I have to serve you, I'll be delighted to do so. But I just did not like the 9-to-5 system. I wanted to control my future and my destiny. So I would say in that regard that I basically try to control my destiny. So the challenge is, of course, you saying you want to leave a banking career to become a cleaner, of all things. As weird as it may sound, truth be told that I did not say it was cleaning I wanted to do. I basically wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to be responsible for my future. So it took for me to take the bold step of resigning from the bank. I meet a lot of questions and challenges. Why would you want to resign from the bank? You're doing well in the bank. You have a future in the bank, you know. So you need to believe in yourself. You need to know that what you want to do, you can stand and defend it. You need to be proud of what you do. I'm proudly called Kelvin the Cleaner. And BSc in accounting, master's in marketing. But yes, I'm a cleaner and I'm proud to be a cleaner. So you need that self-confidence. You need to be able to stand up and explain yourself and sell the products you intend to sell. So in my case, yes, I tried a number of businesses, and then I decided to do a SWOT analysis of myself. I'm going to come back on the issue of SWOT analysis when we get to maybe any other business where I'll give everybody the opportunity to learn from that. It's an assignment everybody's going to go through, everybody, because you need to do a SWOT analysis of yourself, not just your business. So in my case, I did my SWOT analysis, realized what I was good at. I knew I was not going to be good at product sales. I knew I was going to be better off in selling services. So that's how I handled that. How do you stay ahead of industry trends and changes to ensure your business remains relevant? For that, I'll tell you simply training. You need to continually train yourself. you need to see how you can do trainings and improve yourself. I started off the cleaning business with little or no knowledge, made some money. I went to South Africa. I did a training for 2 months in South Africa. Never been there before, but of course, I learned professional cleaning techniques. And then when you continue to improve yourself, you begin to see the need to continually improve yourself. Now, stay relevant, as the question asked in the slide. What I did in my case was when I realized everybody was doing training, I needed to distinguish myself. So I went for another training, this time in the US. I did a 6-week course in the US on cleaning consulting. That way, I was able to position myself where I can work with any cleaning company, any individual, any location that they clean. So long as they clean the place, I can be relevant. So to answer the question, how you stay ahead of industry trends and changes to ensure business remains relevant, you basically need to continue to train. You basically need to upgrade yourself. How do you handle setbacks or failures in your business? Setbacks or failures in business is normal. You need to have the can-do attitude. You need to say to yourself, no, this requires I change my strategy. No, as far as I'm concerned, is you're just asking me to change my strategy. You're not stopping me. You can't stop me because I believe in myself. I believe what I do, and I know what I must do. So handling of setbacks boils down to you believing in yourself. You need to be able to convince yourself. You need to make decisions for yourself and be responsible for them. But setbacks in businesses must come. You need to stay on top of your game, no matter what happens. What are ways entrepreneurs can grow in original mindsets? Again, it has to do with you having that openness in mind. You need to be flexible. You need to see the prospects of whatever it is that may be the new trend. For instance, there is the usual mop that we know, right? And then innovation and development, as it were, brought up what you call a flat mop. Now you're going to look at the benefits of that flat mop as vis-a-vis the regular mop that you know. So if you don't have an open mind, you want to remain with what you know, and before you know it, you're obsolete. So you find out that you need to have that openness. You have to open your mind to new things happening and taking it from there. Yeah, so basically you need to just keep your mind open to the new changes, adjust, you train, you improve on them, see the benefits. Whenever any occasion comes before you, look at the benefit. There is always the benefits. You need to look at the benefits. How can a business owner enhance the efficiency of workers? Particularly in the cleaning industry, it is imperative that the workers know you have an idea of what you're talking about. It's imperative that they know that you are not just talking, but you know about the business. So that way, you are also able to improve them. Trainings, they ask you questions, you answer those questions, you make them see the easier parts of things in life. There's this thing that if you know something and you're not able to explain that thing to a 5-year-old child, it means you don't know it. So you need to have that attitude of learning and mastering things that it becomes very easy to explain it. So the ease at which you explain to the worker, you realize that indeed, okay, there's prospects here and they listen to you. So improving the efficiency of workers, trust me, training, and of course, you need to be empathic. That empathy has to be there. Empathy about the workers. You should be able to adapt dialogue with your workers. You should know how they feel. Somebody's having a bad day, maybe family. You need to be able to talk out of that kind of situation. If he's not in a good mood, they can't perform. So these are some of the things we need to do to improve on that. What are some limitations that affect the quality of work output? Yeah, not far from what I just talked about. If your workers are not happy, your business will not be happy, trust me. In the service industry, if you have unhappy workers, the business suffers. So you need to ensure that you get your workers the right frame of mind. You need to ensure that the work environment is conducive for them. Your workers don't come to you and complain about something and you ignore it. Find out how you can work around it and ensure that at the end of the day, they are still going to give you the best of their performances. So you can have the next slide, please. Okay, how has customer satisfaction changed for business owners in recent times? Simply put, when you have satisfied customers, those satisfied customers will give you referrals. And that referral is what you need to grow. You cannot do adverts in every country. You cannot do all the big boards and all the flyers and everything everywhere. So get your customer satisfied. Your customer is so impressed and he refers you somewhere else. I think that takes care of that referral, simply put. Referral gives you, so satisfied customers give you referrals. So ensure you satisfy your customers. That way they give you referrals. And some issues that affect increased profitability and how to handle them. Again, some of those unseen issues could be your workers being unhappy, inadequate material to work. A lot of improvisation is required in cleaning. You don't want your workers telling you, we don't have this, we don't have this, and you're folding your hands because you have no solution to offer them. In the cleaning business particularly, you need to improvise. Now, where that comes in play, and your workers see that indeed you come up with good ideas for them to solve their problems because you know it, trust me, it becomes a seamless effort. So your workers not being happy is an issue, be it salary, be it personal issues, they would affect your business and that would affect profits. So either ways they go together. So the workers are not happy, it affects your business. If it affects your business, it affects your profits. It's a chain reaction. What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs who want to start their own business? We'll say that for any entrepreneur who wants to go, who start a particular business or whatever business you want to start, my candid advice would be that you, one, know about the business you want to do, and then advise yourself, because we all have different abilities. We all have our individual strengths and abilities. So it's important that you know what your strength is. And that's why I talked about the issue of the SWOT analysis, because when you do a SWOT, you're able to identify what your key strengths are, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats, where you're able to harmonize it, and then, of course, decide on what you want to do. So Julia is an expert in this. Doesn't mean I'm going to be an expert in that. I should be able to carve a niche for myself. I should be able to look at what I want to do. And if I want to do what Julia is doing, then there's nothing wrong with me, you know, meeting her and getting her to mentor me. But ultimately, you need to believe in what you want to do. If you believe in what you want to do, you train on it, you learn more about it, you're going to keep learning. The learning doesn't cease, okay? So my advice for aspiring entrepreneurs is to decide on what you really want to play, learn more about it. When you learn more, you know more about it, you become more confident, and that confidence exudes. It can't be overemphasized. Okay, so at this point, I first say thank you for the time. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak, and I'm here to entertain questions from any aspects. I'm a consulting specialist. I'm not just restricted to cleaning. I can give you advices in different aspects. So I hope to entertain your questions for the purpose of clarification. Thank you.